Hey everyone, it's Casey Nicole, and today I'm going to guide you through a meditation practice where the focus is going to be on drawing more self-awareness, especially in the realm of our emotions and energy. So it'll be a way to tap in, to start feeling what's going on inside, and without trying to change or manipulate or judge anything, we're just simply drawing awareness, connecting to these spaces within ourselves so that we can feel more connected, more mindful, and more intentional moving forward as to how we work through those specific things. So all you're going to need today is a comfortable seated position. Any props that allow you to do that, feel free to gather them now. You can hit pause as you're getting ready. But once you are ready, find your way into any comfortable seat. Maybe that's sitting cross-legged. Maybe that's sitting on your heels with your knees bent. Maybe that's sitting up into a chair. If you want to lie on your back, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Wherever you are, just go ahead and close your eyes. Feel a lifting in your spine, all the way from your roots to the crown of your head. Now, oftentimes our emotions are in the body, certain areas within the body. So we're going to create a little bit of movement to help us settle in more deeply and to feel more connected so we can get that energy flowing, recognizing what feels blocked, what feels more open and expansive. So as you sit in any position, just allow yourself to kind of sway and move, swaying side to side, swaying front and back, maybe creating little circular motions through the hips and spine. I want you to just move freely with your eyes closed so that you are not worried about anything that's happening around you. There's no visual distraction. There's no judgment over yourself. This is just freedom in the way that it feels good to move your body. So give yourself just a few moments here to start moving things around. And as you move things around, they become unstuck. They start flowing, circulating, and moving. And then they start to surface where they become a lot more apparent, a lot easier to see. Drawing a deeper sense of perspective just by surfacing those deeper rooted feelings and emotions. So let's make our way back into a nice still lifted spine. And as you come back to that center point, really feel the connection of your sit bones down into the ground and try to lift like there's a string attached to the top of your head, gently drawing it upward. And as it draws upward, relax tension from your shoulders, relax tension from your face, and use only minimal effort here to keep the spine long and lifted. With the eyes closed, just feel the eyes fall heavy back into the sockets, unhinging at the jaw as you relax any of the tension. Maybe this creates a gentle separation between the teeth, a gentle separation between the lips. Try not to force anything. If it happens, it happens. If not, just flow with what is. Give yourself a swallow and then release the muscles in the neck. And feel that same relaxation start to trickle down the length of the spine, opening the heart, relaxing the belly, and melting all the way down into those roots. Now start to bring your awareness to your third eye point. And if you are unsure about what that is, think about the center of your forehead. And rather than being at the front of the face, I want you to think about where the center of the forehead is and then visualize with your mind's eye, drawing back into the skull, into the very back, right behind the center of the forehead. But imagine the lift and extension of your spine where it meets in the back of the skull, aligning with that center of the forehead space. Now through here, your mind's eye is creating that internal visualization. You're able to see without having to open up your eyes. You're scanning over your body, all the way from your toes to the crown of your head. And we're going to begin to check in with different areas to see how they're feeling today. So direct your mind's eye, visualize that you're starting to look down, all the way down into your feet. Notice where your feet are in space, resting on the ground. Notice the points of contact of your feet with the floor or with whatever they're touching. And whatever is currently connected into the ground, I want you to imagine a heaviness as it sinks in, roots in, and then just feel this softening, relaxing all the areas that are not in contact with the floor. The spaciousness, the expansion, feeling of lightness. Drawing your awareness up your legs, all the way up into your hips. You may even feel a connecting point of your hips on the ground. Notice all the areas that are rooted, that have contact with the floor. And through all of those spaces, visualize little roots digging down, anchoring into the floor. But rather than having it create a sense of feeling stuck, imagine instead a feeling of groundedness, connection. And through that grounding, we feel more solidified, more secure, more stable. And through that stability, we can rise taller. We can lift and expand out more, feeling supported by those roots. Feel the legs and the hips, anything that is not connected with the ground. And just imagine this sense of lightness as though all the edges of those spaces could just expand out into the surroundings, feeling open, free, liberated. Start to draw your awareness up your trunk, melting into the belly, the lower back equally. Often when we think about the area of the belly, we only focus on the front. But imagine as you relax the belly, as much as it expands forward and out, it also expands out around the sides, through the lower back, and creating a sense of ease into the muscles, all the organs, and feeling a softening. Feel the rib cage and how it protects all of those insides. And through each breath, feel the expansion of the ribs as they open and as they cinch back in, protecting, holding, creating a sense of security and safety. But in this moment, as you connect to your heart space, allow yourself to feel open to receive, not guarded, not blocked. We feel safe, and yet we feel expansive, able to break free from anything that confines, anything that holds us back, expanding through the front, expanding through the sides, expanding through the back. Let the arms relax, allowing the shoulders to soften. And that melting sensation drapes down the limbs, heavy through the elbows, all the way down into the hands and fingertips. Notice the points of contact of your hands, maybe onto your lap. Notice what's touching and what's opening. And the arms are very active day in, day out. So just feel this softening effect, melting all the way down the torso, all the way down the legs, and pouring into the roots. As the roots dig deeper, feel the spine lift a little taller, drawing up through the crown of the head like that string being lifted. And then draw your awareness to your head, to your face, to the crown. And through that lifting of the crown, imagine a gentle opening at the crown of the head, allowing all the light and energy that surrounds you, all the goodness to start illuminating and pouring in down the length of the spine, penetrating deep into your roots, softening all the muscles of your face. And if anything, without any force, maybe gently turn up the edges of the lips into a soft smile. Appreciating this moment of connection. And now as you feel more connected to your body, all the different areas, front, back, sides, insides, outsides, begin to tune into the subtleties, shifting deeper than the external as you start to feel more of the energetic movement within. Through the veins, we feel a circulation pumping from the heart. The lungs expand, the lungs release as you bring oxygen into the blood, moving it through the body, gaining a deeper sense of awareness and connection to every single part of your body at once, a vibration, this inner freeway of movement and energy lines. Imagine coming to life, feeling it all operating on its own. So even though the body is still, you're able to connect to all the movement internally, all the natural operations of our bodies. And as you soften even more, melting through the physical, melting through the insides and all of that energy that you feel, notice which specific areas are calling your attention more than others. Without thinking about it, just notice the first area that starts to be highlighted in your mind's eye. Sometimes it's in the chest. Sometimes it's in the belly, the gut. Sometimes we feel it in our heads, the back of the heart. Your body might first start to notice physical sensations, such as actual physical pains of the body. And after we have acknowledged the sensation and the feelings that the body presents to us, we can often peel back that physical layer to start dropping deeper into the emotional causation. Where is it coming from? What does it stem to? So as you move in deeper and you're able to specify where you feel those energetic blockages, you're better able to tap in. And we'll start with some of the more prominent energetic centers or the chakras within the body. So let your mind's eye drop down into your roots, your pelvic floor, and up into your sacral area, following the length of the spine. And as you drop down into the sacrum, down into the pelvic floor, notice how the energy feels here. If there's any prominent nature, anything that's trying to call your attention. Sometimes it feels subtle, smooth. Sometimes there's a lot of energy buzzing in this space. It can feel often that it's overly active, or sometimes it feels stuck. Using a mantra in this space, I am supported. I am safe. I am supported. I am safe. Moving your awareness into this foundation, security. Sometimes it needs a little extra focus, love, and attention. But we're going to scan through the whole body And then we'll let ourselves rest into the areas that need us most. Lift your awareness now up into your navel center, or about an inch above. Think your solar plexus, your core energy. Once again, as you tap into this space, sometimes it feels tight and resistant. Sometimes it feels like it's spinning, so much energy flowing. Sometimes it's calm, relaxed, moving the energy as it should, not moving too fast or too slow. So just be aware what's happening here. Using the mantra, I am strong, I'm confident, I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy. Notice how it feels to say those words, to speak those affirmations from this space. If there's resistance when you speak these mantras for each center, acknowledge that. Notice if there might be some imbalance due to those resistances. Draw your awareness to your chest, your heart, even the back of the heart. Notice how it feels to draw your mind's eye to the center of that heart. Maybe you're able to feel the heartbeat, the movement, the connection to all of that internal circulation. Once again, sometimes we feel overly active in this space, and sometimes we feel walled up, guarded, resistant. Using the mantra, I am grateful, I am loving, I am compassionate, I am forgiving. And notice what comes up for you here. Try not to judge what presents itself. Try not to overanalyze what presents itself. Just simply notice, observe, drawing a deeper sense of awareness. Draw your mind's eye up to your throat. And as you think about the center of the throat, this space is often associated with communication. Maybe take a swallow and notice how it feels to let that movement happen. Does it feel sticky, blocked? Maybe it feels overly active and open. Repeating the mantra, I am truthful. I am impeccable with my word. I allow myself to be heard fully and completely. I allow others to be heard fully and completely. Notice what comes up. Is there stickiness? Is there any kind of light bulb moment or realization? Draw your awareness up to that third eye point. This mind's eye that has been scanning over the body, creating this visual experience. Sometimes the visuals feel so easy, and other days we feel distracted. We feel foggy, unable to connect inward. So imagine that this third eye is a physical eye resting on the forehead, stemming from the back of the skull. And as it opens, you're able to see clearly. Repeating the mantra, I trust my intuition. I allow myself to be imaginative. I am creative. I am knowing. I allow myself to receive. And then allow yourself to lift your mind's eye up through the crown, through that opening, to encompass all the space that surrounds you. You can think about this like an aura. And repeating the mantra, I am connected. I am oneness. I am unity. So as we have gone through some of the major energy centers, notice where there was resistance. Notice which mantras stood out, which ones felt difficult to say, which ones the mind wanted to argue with, which ones created that light bulb moment. Take the next handful of minutes to just sit, observe those sticky spaces, and allow yourself to find more ease, more softness, more compassion, and more understanding for these spaces. Rather than trying to fix or change them, simply sitting with them, allowing them, and befriending them. Getting to know yourself through the blockages that live within. Start to feel your breath deepening, recirculating this energy through the entirety of the body. Feeling more movement, more space. Notice where your mind went, what it attached to, what it felt. And if it got distracted, no worries. It is a practice. We just continue to come back. Now feel all of that energy start to drop down into your low belly, back down into your roots, anchoring back down into the floor, and letting anything that no longer serves you just melt down, expanding out, and releasing from your body. Take your hands, bring them together at your heart center. Thank yourself for taking the time and creating the space to be with you, to observe, to see, without eyes of judgment, but eyes of clarity, consciousness, awareness, and compassion. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Open up your eyes when you're ready. I hope this practice felt great for you. I hope you were able to tap into what's going on the inside so that we can consciously move forward, making more intentional choices that align with being able to open up those spaces that feel a little sticky or tight. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, and I cannot wait to practice with you again next time.